Can we get a good shot of what's going on with Woody here?
I know.
Yeah, you should see.
There's a camera right there.
No, just a little. By the way,
Wrapped
Teddy
by
did
Mr.
it.
Danson.
wrapped by Danson.
So wrapped by Danson.
RBD.
Yeah.
I'm looking at your socks.
Yeah. W. RBD.
W.
Wrapped. Sweet socks.
Why do they
you
do that phonetically? It makes no... Anyway.
Drink more of your blood. You got your weed socks on. And then you have your own dispensary. Is that the idea?
Right down the road. I haven't seen you there yet.
No.
What's
I'm not
the
much
address, Woody?
Well, you can just come and hang out in the Ganja Giggle Garden. Yeah, it's right there.
I would love to be in Dumois once for being in the Ganja Giggle Garden.
Yeah.
Instead of always, here he's having sushi. There he is chatting up some people and taking selfies when they don't want selfies. A little bit sick that way. The Ganja Giggle Garden you have at your
It's
it's got
spectacular.
koi
It really is
ponds
spectacular.
And, macaws and it's beautiful. It's like you're in the tropics or something. It's right down Santa Monica, just east of Sweetser.
Okay. I'll check
This
it
is
out.
the guy who won't do commercials on the podcast, but except for
promoting the woods.
The woods, yeah.
And also holy water. Now there's a bar too under the same roof, but
separated by law.
Separated by all the nonsense the government insists on.
Oh.
But it works. It works.
Yeah, no, it works great.
Yeah. It's actually beautiful. You should go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go.
It's the most beautiful dispensary ever.
I don't go to a lot of dispensaries, and I have nothing against it. It's just that in your experience, Sona, you've noticed that it doesn't. When I've tried,
It doesn't hit you.
doesn't hit me. It somehow doesn't fit my personality.
You're
I
large.
metabolize it very quickly and turn it just into more
Are
self-hate.
you inhaling?
Oh,
yeah.
oh! I think you're supposed to blow it at other people. Oh, yeah. I gotta get into it because you're a gummy person, Sona.
I do it all.
Yeah,
I don't discriminate.
I moved to gummies.
you moved to gummies.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to come.
I do. I absolutely do, and I want to.
Do
I live
or
in
have?
Altadena, so it's hard for me to
It's a little
go
commute.
further. But you know
But
what?
if you're right
maybe
here, it's
after
literally
work.
7 minutes from
Well, that's
here.
great.
Okay.
That's great. We're trying to get her to work.
Oh,
And
maybe I'll
she'll be in the
go
Giggle
before.
Garden, the Ganja Giggle Garden. So Ted, you find the gummy. The gummy relaxes you.
Yeah. It's also, I'm not trying to put smoke in my lungs anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So the gummies work.
Smart.
Yeah, the gummies work. I take gummies not to go to sleep, but to stay asleep. You can get the CBD with THC combo, and it really helps, really works.
And you've done that for years, Sona. You've always
years.
said to me, you're gummy and you got a great night's sleep.
Oh, I love my gummies.
Now, when you were breastfeeding, no gummies, right?
No, not no. And when I was pregnant, no gummies. But as soon as I was done,
What a purist.
That's true.
I don't know. I don't want to get my babies high, do I?
I don't know. They could have been. What if, she had twins, and then what if they were born and they high-fived each other on the way out? Just
on the way out.
I don't know. They're just
of my
immediately.
body?
They're born cool. You know. They're just like they're relaxed. They saunter out.
There's little leather jackets waiting for them.
Yeah, they slip. No, they come out in the leather jackets and they high five and they saunter.
Yeah. Okay.
They've had a really good 9-month sleep.
That's true.
Yeah, start as you mean to continue, get them,
That's a really good idea.
You know what I mean?
You know, Woody, I
That's great
sometimes
advice.
wasn't sure you'd have the best advice, but
I should
think
just
that's
give
very
them
good.
some now to see if
Yeah.
it'll help them sleep.
yeah.
1 milligram. 2.
What's that gonna hurt? Please.
Whatever you do,
says
talk
the
about it
guy
on a
with 2
podcast.
ice packs on his body.
Yeah. So the guy who
slowly seeping
basically ate a
lifeblood.
Tesla about an hour ago and is covered in bandages is saying, do as I do.
Ironically, not high.
No.
Seeing how we're on camera with this, tell the truth. Is it starting to ache a little bit elsewhere?
No, it's starting to ache less. It was
Really?
quite aching. This hand was just feeling, man, I cut it open in several places.
Do you think you should go to the hospital? I mean, I know talking to me is a priority, but do you think that maybe it would be a good idea to get it checked out?
I feel like Dr. Danson took care of everything for
Thank you,
me.
bud.
Yeah.
Love you, man.
But yeah, I will need some form of painkiller, no question.
I understand.
I did decide to quit. I just came back from San Francisco yesterday, and those 2 days I had, I'm like, I'm done. I'm done smoking. I'm done drinking. I'm not doing any of it anymore. And then after this accident, I'm like, I'm getting back on the pony.
If you hadn't quit for 2 days, you might not have hit the Tesla. When you think about it.
Maybe you tensed up and everything because you weren't in an altered state.
Tensed up.
Well, we have terrible ideas on this podcast. We're telling people all kinds of shit. You wouldn't have been in that motorcycle accident if you had been sober.
But the guy was great. The guy was so cool.
You mean
Tesla owner.
Ben.
Hi.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I said it wrong.
That's
Well, first
okay.
of all,
I've been
it
drinking
was his
too.
son's car, so he was feeling bad about that part of it. It wasn't even his car. But he was the coolest guy. His name's Ben, and he's like trying to get me. So he says, "All right, what is your number so I can?" And I said, "Well, I don't have a phone." And he's like, "You don't have a phone?" It sounds really evasive.
This is my life.
Because
He
you
does
don't.
not
You
have
do
a
not
phone.
have a cell phone.
No.
You never have.
I had it until 4.5 years ago, and I got rid of it. So I was already seeming evasive to him, and then he's like, "Well, okay, what is your insurance?" And I said,
I don't know.
"Are you serious? Like I would know what my." So that was tough. And then he says, and then he wants he wants to see. Okay, show me your license. Right, so I show him my license, which I'm a Texan. It's a Texas license, and he's like, "What? Don't you have an LA license? A California license?" No, I don't have. Well, luckily, anyway, we used his phone. Called my wife. She came, and then she cleared everything
That's
up.
the obvious
She had
thing.
the
He
insurance.
recognized you immediately, yes?
He did once I took the helmet off. Yes.
Okay, so this guy's in his Tesla. He's taking a left turn. Kathunk, kathunk, kathunk.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he gets out. And there's a guy lying there. He
Yeah.
takes off his helmet.
I didn't
So what
take it off immediately. I for a little bit I had to get shall we say the mandatory lecture. Why are you passing me on the left?
Yeah,
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have. But why did?
Right.
And anyway,
Then you take it off.
Then
the
we
helmet
had
off.
the bike. Oh, by the way,
How was your
you
bike?
find out how nice people are. There's so many people stopped. Are you okay? Da, 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 da. Yes, please. People are like, it's a long line of cars going both directions, like slowing down. And I don't know if they're looky-loos, but it seemed like many were trying to be helpful. And then we try to push the bike, but the bike, somehow the brakes are just locked up on that bike, front and back wheel. So we're trying to move it and it's pushing against the brakes. So it was just to get it the few feet out of the road. It's still sticking a little bit in the road. Honestly, at a certain point, couldn't push it anymore. And then I take off my helmet and he goes, "Oh, I know you." He says, "I can't remember your name." Which,
Yeah.
of course, Woody. And then we started talking, and he was actually a very nice guy. He had the best joke of the day, which was, after Laura came and she showed him the insurance
Sure.
card and everything, and I says, "And you make sure you have the number," and he goes, "Yeah, but you're married." Nice. And Laura laughed. He's cool. I'm gonna hang out with him again.
I think I know. I know what your opening line's going to be. Have I got a houseboat for you? It's going to be.
Oh, man.
I'm going to show up at that houseboat, and there's a guy that Ben's going to be there.
You and
You're
I
gonna
will
love
be in
this guy.
scuba equipment,
You would- yeah.
drilling holes in the
Wile E.
boat.
Coyote holes in the bottom of the boat. Woody, for God's sake, take care of yourself. All right, because you are beloved. People love you, and just take care of yourself.
Thank you, sir.
All right, and
Yes.
go slow. Don't pass on the left. Just be careful. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
I want to tell you both. Honor to sit here with you and talk to you both. Hilarious and just a great hang. I mean, really, it's a treat, and I'm looking forward to your show. I know the first one just dropped, and they're coming fast and furious now. And I wish you nothing but success, as my people say, Mazel Tov. Mazel tov to both of you.
Thank you.
Mazel
know.
tov
Thank
to
you,
you
people.
and your people.
I don't know what. But seriously, it's just cool to sit in a room with you guys. Thank you very much for doing this, and I think we should get you some real medical attention.
Hoi, hoi, hoi.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Slap in the face.
Yeah, we're
But
gonna get George
we-
Wenton here, who apparently just graduated from.
We
some
do want to
Wisconsin
let
medical school.
people know that on our show, we also interview Conan.
That's right.
That's right.
And I think a wonderful interview.
Beautiful.
Very
Beautiful
nice.
interview.
Yeah,
Very respectful.
it's not how I remember it. I remember going home crying, weeping, but yes, and I'll do it anytime. Anytime you guys, on our show back in the day, when a guest fell through at the last minute, my first guest was always Al Roker. I'll be your Al Roker. Anytime
Oh
you
my
need,
God.
anytime someone falls through, I'll come in.
Thank
I love
you,
Al
sir.
Roker.
Yeah,
Can
I do
we-
too.
Can we
It's
not
a good
Can we
get
get
out?
Al Roker?
What's that?
Can we not get out?
Oh, I see. Aim higher. Assholes! Assholes!